Historic Capitals of America series. This is a journey through the cities that governed a nation. Raleigh, North Carolina, the City of Oaks. In central North Carolina, where red clay rises beneath oak trees and the Piedmont descends toward the coastal plain, Raleigh stands as a capital created by deliberate choice. Unlike cities that grew around a harbor, fort, or factory, Raleigh was planned to serve the state. Its streets, squares, and public buildings were laid out for representative government. That purposeful beginning still gives the City of Oaks its character. Order, public duty, and long-term planning shaped the landscape before commerce and neighborhoods filled it. The site offered practical advantages to a state seeking a permanent seat of government. Wake County lay between older coastal communities and growing Piedmont settlements. Rolling ground provided drainage, timber was plentiful, and established roads connected farms, taverns, courthouses, and market towns. Isaac Hunter's Tavern, north of the future city, was a familiar gathering place for travelers and political leaders. Choosing land near that crossroads gave lawmakers an inland, central location accessible from several parts of North Carolina without allowing an established town to control the capital. North Carolina struggled for years to settle the capital question. During the colonial era, officials met in several towns, and New Bern became the chief seat of authority. After independence, the state's population and political influence moved westward. A coastal capital was inconvenient for many citizens and vulnerable in wartime. Existing towns also competed for the honor of hosting the government. State leaders concluded that a new city, owned and planned by the state, could rise above local rivalry and serve North Carolina as a whole. In 1788, the state convention directed that a permanent seat of government be chosen within 10 miles of Isaac Hunter's Tavern. For years later, commissioners examined 16 properties before selecting land owned by Joel Lane, a Wake County legislator. On April 5, 1792, North Carolina purchased 1,000 acres from Lane for £1,378. The General Assembly named the capital for Sir Walter Raleigh, sponsor of the Roanoke voyages and a figure connected with the state's colonial heritage. The new site gave North Carolina a capital that belonged to no pre-existing town. Surveyor and State Senator William Christmas designed the city with the clarity of a Republican plan. He placed 6-acre Union Square at the center and reserved it for the State House. For public squares, Burke, Caswell, Moore, and Nash stood at the corners of the grid. Major streets led toward Halifax, New Bern, Fayetteville, and Hillsborough, while others honored public officials and judicial districts. The plan covered 400 acres divided into lots. Government occupied the center, public spaces balanced the design, and homes and businesses could grow around them. The arrangement expressed stability, civic order, and confidence in self-government. The first State House was completed in 1794, and the General Assembly met there that December. Raleigh received its city charter in 1795. Around Union Square appeared inns, law offices, printing shops, churches, stores, workshops, and homes. Legislators arrived over rough roads from the mountains, Piedmont, and coast, bringing the concerns of distant counties to a common meeting place. Raleigh grew slowly because it had no deep water port or great river trade. Its economy followed the calendar of courts, legislative sessions, elections, and public business. Government was the reason the city had been built. Disaster struck on June 21, 1831, when fire destroyed the State House and much of the State Library. North Carolina answered by constructing a stronger capital on the same square. The cornerstone was laid in 1833, and the building opened in 1840. Several architects contributed to its Greek Revival design, while David Peyton supervised much of the work. Granite quarried southeast of Raleigh traveled to Union Square on a short horse-drawn experimental railroad. The finished capital housed the legislature, governor, Supreme Court, state library, and other offices. Its balanced proportions and durable stone became an enduring symbol of law, restraint, and permanence. The year 1840 also brought completion of the Raleigh and Gaston Railroad, linking the capital with markets and travelers beyond Wake County. Rail service changed city life. Newspapers circulated more widely, merchants received goods reliably, and visitors reached the seat of government more easily. Churches and schools strengthened Raleigh's moral and civic life, while printers carried public debates across the state. The capital remained the city's anchor, but transportation and enterprise gave Raleigh a broader purpose. It became a center of communication, education, worship, and professional work. The Civil War placed Raleigh under severe strain. North Carolina joined the Confederacy in 1861, and the capital became an administrative and supply center. Officials directed public business, while soldiers departed for distant campaigns, and families endured shortages and casualty reports. In April 1865, General William T. Sherman's army advanced toward the city. Governor Zebulon B. Vance and other leaders worked to prevent needless destruction, and Union troops entered Raleigh on April 13th. The city surrendered without a major battle and escaped the widespread burning suffered by some southern capitals. Negotiations west of Raleigh soon helped bring the war in North Carolina to a close. The years after the war required repair, patience, and renewed administration. Rail connections recovered, trade expanded, and state offices gradually outgrew the capital. Raleigh added utilities, improved streets, opened institutions, and developed neighborhoods beyond the original grid. The North Carolina Executive Mansion, completed in 1891 on Burke Square, gave the governor a permanent residence where William Christmas had considered one nearly a century earlier. Its brick exterior and commanding presence joined the capital as a symbol of state government. Raleigh's growth showed a capital rebuilding while preserving the plan established in 1792. A major chapter began in 1887 when the General Assembly founded the North Carolina College of Agriculture and Mechanic Arts, now North Carolina State University. The school opened in 1889 with practical courses intended to strengthen farming, industry, engineering, and scientific knowledge. Its guiding idea was that education should prepare citizens for useful work and help North Carolina develop its resources. The college grew into a leading university whose research, extension programs, and technical training reached across the state. NC State gave Raleigh a role beyond government and helped make it a center of disciplined study, invention, and service. Raleigh's public character also took shape through churches, schools, newspapers, libraries, museums, and civic associations. First Presbyterian Church offered meeting space to the state after the 1831 fire. Other congregations built sanctuaries whose steeples became familiar points on the skyline. The State Library rebuilt its collection, and later museums preserved North Carolina's natural, military, political, and cultural heritage. Fayetteville Street became the formal route between the capital and the city beyond Union Square. These institutions encouraged worship, learning, public discussion, and stewardship. They made Raleigh a community rather than simply an address for government offices. During the 20th century, highways, automobiles, aviation, and expanding state services changed Raleigh's scale. Government departments moved into buildings surrounding the capital, creating a larger administrative district while leaving Union Square dominant. In 1963, the General Assembly moved into the state legislative building, allowing the historic capital to retain executive offices and ceremonial uses. New neighborhoods spread outward, yet the original street plan remained visible. Preservation efforts protected the Capitol, Executive Mansion, historic churches, and sections of the early city. Raleigh learned to modernize without surrendering the physical reminders of its founding. Research Triangle Park, founded in 1959, transformed the region. Positioned between Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, the park encouraged cooperation among universities, companies, laboratories, and government. Raleigh benefited from employment, technical talent, investment, and population growth. NC State's engineering and scientific strength made the capital a natural partner. The old government town became part of a nationally recognized center of research and enterprise. As modern industries arrived, Raleigh's original habits remained useful. Planning for the future, building strong institutions, and bringing people together in work that served the state. Raleigh still reveals the logic of its beginnings. The Granite Capitol stands in Union Square. Oak trees shade the streets, and the four historic public squares remain part of the city's design. Nearby are the Legislative Building, museums, churches, universities, businesses, and neighborhoods created by 2 centuries of growth. The City of Oaks has survived fire, war, economic change, and expansion without losing its central purpose. Raleigh's history is the story of a plan becoming a living capital A, place built for representative government and sustained by public duty, education, faith, enterprise, and stewardship. Beneath old trees, North Carolina's past and future continue to meet.